This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
Got a new Chinese V.P.N motor controller sent through Amazon, coming from China. I think it was $56. Just going to show what it's got. This is for going from single phase to a three-phase grinder motor, and it's actually a washing machine motor that I'm using for my belt grinder. So get this out. Okay, nice size. Got a good cooling heat sink on the back, and we have our leads coming in single phase, and then we have the triple phase coming out here. You have forward running, backward running. You have rheostat to control the motor speed. You can also control it with this button here. You can have program it to do many different things. So I'll show you a little bit more as we do the setup, but this is just a general look of it, and it's pretty good. Good price. We'll see how long it lasts. This model is called the AT1 1500S. I think these come out, I believe, and it gives you a little bit of room, but you can get an extension to this. So if you wanted to have this control nearby where you're doing your work, but have this far away so it doesn't get dust, you can get an extension for this, and then that'll just snap back in. That's pretty cool. Some models or some other brands you have to take out screws to get access. This one, pretty cool. It just hinges out, and there's where you put in your lines coming in. You got your neutral right there. You got your line power coming in the single phase. And then these are your three going out to your motor, the three-phase, 1, 2, 3, indicated by U, V, and W. We'll go over a little bit more how that's wired here in a sec. And I think, I don't know for sure, this one might be the ground. We'll double check. But has some big capacitors in there, and it's pretty simple. And up top you have the same kind of thing. You can snap this out. Oh yeah, this is if you're doing more involved setup. You have these pins. It's pretty cool. But for my setup, it's kind of basic. I'm just running a three-phase motor. Just going to be using this compartment. And again, I'm just going to have my 110 volts coming in here. Got the white wire, the neutral, and this one will be the black wire coming in from the house current. I think again that's ground, and then these are the three wires going out to the three-phase motor. And then we have wires coming from the motor into this, and there's really only three of them that are important. The black, the white, and the brown one. These two go to a speedometer. It's just a tachometer. It's showing how fast it's spinning, and then the ground. But the ones we're most concerned with are these, the black, white, and brown. Those are the three-phase. That's the ones over here. The black, white, and the brown, and they show up over here as the U, the V, and the W. So we're going to hook those up and then hook it up here. I'm going to pull out this little rubber boot right here at the bottom. First step, and that's just kind of a way to keep dust out. You know, when you're especially using a belt grinder, you get a lot of dust, metal dust in particular. You don't want that metal dust to get into here because it can ground things out. So what I usually do with these is, if I have them nearby where the grinder is, I don't cover up that one because that's the fan that's on the bottom, but I do put a coffee filter that allows airflow here but tries to keep the dust out from in here. And also I would put one here and here. So we're just trying to keep dust out, and that's the job of this thing. You do need to pierce it though first so you can put the wires through. So you can use anything sharp, it would be fine. And you want to pierce it on this side and then a little bit on the other side too, just so the wires can fit through there. And never use this model of variable motor controller. Used this one before, it did fine, and it just got shorted out at some point, so doesn't power up anymore. So we're going to try this one and just kind of compare and contrast. So we got those holes done. That's okay. Got that in, and then we're going to go ahead and do, these are for the motor. Okay, got all my connections done. This is the earth, so I have the line coming in, I have a ground, I have the motor wires going out to the motor, I have a ground, I have then power coming in, I have the neutral, then the line, this guy, and then power going out. I have the U and the V and the W, have everything really tight, really solid. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this boot over these wires, and I'm going to get it fitted in to the VFD, the variable frequency drive. So I'm going to go ahead and get this boot in, keep the dust out. Okay, that looks good. So close that one, get the dust out, and we're going to go ahead and put this onto the motor to power this one up. Get three-phase, turn their power all the way off. May need to do a little bit of programming to make this inverter, this variable frequency drive, to work for this motor. We're going to just try it from the get-go right out of the box with the normal settings and see what we get. Right, we're going to test it out, power it up. Got power. All right. See if we press run. $32, $29, and 0. Pretty good. Go amperage, run. You can hear our ventilation fan coming on. It seems like it powers this one really well. Set the parameters, press the programming key to enter into the programming state. Got that. Use the arrow keys and shift key to find the parameters that need to be modified. We're going to do P00. Press the function key. Press function save key to enter into the parameter. Function Save key must be this one. Oh yeah, so it's saying 220 volts, and on the first parameter it gives me a choice of 220 or 380. I want 220. That's good. All right, and then to save it, press the function key to save it. Okay, got it. All right, and this is end. Cool. This one I might change though. Revolution for 50 hertz. This is P21. That's that one. We're going to say function to see what's set in there. 2,800 RPMs. So I want to go to, I'm going to increase that and use display button to get it over this way. Too far. Let's see. There we go. 3,800. I'm going to press, that'll set it. Okay, so that was a change we made. Working frequency P26. P26. Working frequency currently is 50. I'd like it to be 60 hertz. So I'm going to go over using the display button, and I'm going to go up to 6. Oops. Try it again. It's going to get me over to that 5. I'm going to go up 1, 6. There we go. I'm going to press that to save it. Got it. And everything else I think is pretty good. This will also show you some error codes if something goes wrong, which is cool. So I think we're done. We're going to test it on this motor again, and then probably end up using a slightly different motor for the grinder off of a Duet washing machine that's 5 amps instead of 2 amps, a little bit stronger motor. Okay, so we're going to we're going to exit by pressing program. All right, exit. Okay, we're going to say run. .21 hertz, 30, 40, 65 hertz. Going pretty fast. So we've got the VFD set up with this motor, and we've got a stop here to keep this plug from being pulled on, keep these wires coming out to the motor from being pulled on. Let's put a little goofy coffee filter here to keep particles from being sucked down, but air can still pass through. There's a little fan on the bottom. I'm going to try out this grinder motor. So this is just mainly right out of the box. The only parameter, we change the frequency from 50 to 60. We're going to say run. Turn it all the way down. Say run. Bring it up slowly. Pretty good. It's 30, 40, 50, 65. Seems good. A lot of speed, good power. Let's shape that a little better. Yeah, power seems really good.